expat commandments of living in Ghana. The 10 expat commandments of living in Ghana. If you listen and embody these 10 commandments, it will make your quality of life much more enjoyable and much more prosperous as you live in Ghana already or you prepare to move to Ghana. You will be more prosperous once you arrive. I have the 10 written down here. I've been working on this for some time now, and I hope that you really get to enjoy it. Commandment number 1, put yourself first. It's easy to come here and think that you may and develop a savior complex. You want to help the community. You start to slowly realize how blessed you were to actually live in America in terms of internet access, structures, schooling, education, clothing, electronics. And you may come here and really feel like it's your individual job to save every individual person. There's 33 million people in Ghana. You can't save everyone. And also, to save an individual community or even a family, that takes a lot of your resources, time, and personal energy. So when I say put yourself first, the main reason that I'm saying this one first is because it comes back in several more of these commandments. But put yourself first. Before you come here and try to save the world, make sure your home's in order. Make sure you get a nice place to live. Make sure your window guards are in place. Make sure you have your security together. Make sure your cupboards are full. Make sure you have everything you want. To have the best life possible. Make sure your paperwork is in order. Make sure you know where your resources are, whether it's the number 999 is like the 911 here, where your gym's at, who your people are. Work on your friendships before you really start trying to just like save everyone. Put yourself first. Put yourself first, because a lot of these people, they think you're more wealthy than what you are. You are wealthy here, especially if you find a way, if you follow my advice and find a way to get online income and get your American income set up before you even come out here. I'm doing things in reverse. I didn't plan to be on here. If you know my story, I'm working on these things on the fly. But if you have your finances in order already, you know, people really gonna think that you're wealthy and you able just to splurge. And then people gonna ask you every day, and then that's what they're gonna do. I had somebody come to my house with a shopping bag and was like, hey, you know, going to my kitchen like, oh, can I have this? Can I have this? Can I have this? Can I have this air freshener? Can I have this? Can I have this? Like, nigga, you really came here to go shopping? You really came here to go shopping? Put yourself first. Remember, put yourself first. Self-care is so important. In America, we have to practice putting ourselves first. So here in Ghana, and anywhere in Africa that you want to move, always come with the mindset of putting yourself first. And we're not talking about selfishness. We're talking about self-care, self-love. Put yourself first. Number 2, this is probably the only expat commandment that I'm applying directly to Ghana, but there will be a formula that you can put this for another African country. The 10 expat commandments, commandment number 2, one American dollar is one Ghana CD. $1 American is one Ghana CD. The currency rate here, as of this moment, I think February 28th, 2021, is $1 American is 5 Ghana CDs and 80 pesos. 1 Ghana CD and 80 pesos. But what I've learned from an elder here is to truly survive in Ghana and not to have your resources and your money really milked out of you, whether it's through the short term or whether it's long term, is to think of 1 Ghana CD as $1 American. Within the last 10 years, Ghana actually changed how they conduct their currency. Now, 1 Ghana CD, or let's say 5 Ghana CD, it used to be called 5,000. So now 5 CD used to be 5,000. 50 CDs used to be 50,000. 2,500 used to be 25 million. By them re-leveraging, that's why Ghana is one of the top African countries. Some may say second to South Africa. Some may say third after Nigeria. You know, no disrespect to any other countries. by redoing their currency rate or what they call the currency, it was able to make it a more realistic number. So if you give somebody 2,500 Ghana cedis, it used to be 25 million. Now it's 2,500 Ghana cedis. For those who know why I use 25,000, and I know 25,000 and 25 million. If you know, you know. I'll share that story again one day too. But 5 Ghana cedis, 5,000. So now instead of 5,000, it's only 5. So when we say 1 Ghana cedi is $1 American dollar, this is always applicable except for 2 situations. One is retail stores, because the retail stores are already price adjusted. So it's a microwave that I want. The microwave costs about 700 cedis. I don't know why I haven't brought it yet. Sometimes you have the money, you just don't want to buy it. You're just not ready to buy it. I know I want a microwave here. It costs 700 cedis. So it's already price adjusted. I know that's about 140, 150 American dollars. Okay, it's 140, 150 American dollars. Okay, cool. We're in a retail store. These prices are already price adjusted. But when you're dealing with personal help, when you're asking somebody to do a task for you, a manual labor task, 1 Ghana cedi is $1 American dollar. When you're traveling, 1 American cedi is $1 American dollar. You'll start noticing that. When you go to the market, 1 Ghana cedi is $1 American dollar. And then it also goes to cost of living per region. Cost of living per region. So the only 2 times that you don't go 1 Ghana cedi is $1 American dollar is 1, like I said, retail. And 2, if common sense just tells you, okay, 1 Ghana cedi is not $1 American dollar in this specific case. It may be a situation where you might be at Labadi Beach, for example, and somebody wants to sell you a piece of artwork. And they may say, oh, give from your heart. Just, and you may say to yourself, okay, how much do I want to give from my heart? They know how much it costs, but they're hoping that, don't hate me guys from Labadi Beach. They may not, I could say any place. They may know how much it costs, but they're hoping that you say in your mind what you would pay in American dollars and you pay them. They don't know that sometimes they may say it may make it too costly. So it may be a situation where they say, oh, I would pay about $50 for that. Okay, $50 is about 300 Ghana cedis, 250 to 300 Ghana cedis. So let me give you 250 to 300 Ghana cedis. No. If you say, hey, I would pay $50 for this, know that, okay, you should pay 50, 60, 70, 80 Ghana cedis, 100 Ghana cedis if you want to just be cool. 1 Ghana cedi is $1 American dollar. This will save you a lot of headache, a lot of money, and it will also help teach you how to count while you learn the real prices of everything, because you don't want it to be a situation where people are regretting telling you the real price, and then you also don't want to regret people overcharging you, because you may meet one nice person at a shop and then you go there and they're not at the shop, and then the next person is giving you their Bruni prices, their foreign prices, and we're not talking about, we're not talking about VAT tax, tourism tax and things like that. I'm gonna start showing my Ghanaian ID and be like, no, I live here. I'm not, I don't get tourism tax. Commandment number 3, always see for yourself. A lot of people, especially people who are looking to move to Ghana, they want to call their connections ahead of time and have them set up a place. Sad to say, when they arrive here, the place is not what they thought it would be. The place is in the middle of nowhere, significantly further from the city or town than what they thought. Or the place doesn't have internet, meaning the Wi-Fi can't get through because of the material that the building is made from. You may meet people and you want to live in an area, you may say Cape Coast or Accra, and they say, okay, I have a place from Cape Coast and Accra. And then when you get there, yeah, it's in Cape Coast and Accra, but it's like on the outskirts. Or when you finally get there, it's not on the main road. It's like a 5-10 minute walk from the main road, or you got to go up super high, and then you wind up paying a taxi an extra 10 Ghana CDs, because in this case it's $10 or $5. 5 Ghana CDs, 10 Ghana CDs, just to take you to your house because you're off to the side of the road. And then when you get to your house, you can't even do the Wi-Fi because of the brick or the steel beams that they built your house with, or they built your apartment with, don't have good area, or you're just in a crappy area. So a lot of people, they say, what resources can we look at and what can we do? I say you probably better off visiting for yourself and scouting around and really like meeting people and going to find places to live, talking to the right people, finding out how much things really cost. I'm a big proponent for visiting countries and visiting regions for yourself before you buy land, before you buy a house, before you really start buying stuff. Somebody tell you, I had to deal with this with my tourism company when I had my old employee Kwame. Kwame was scamming the hell out of me. Kwame was scamming me. Oh my God. Anyway, so you have to know these questions for yourself and go look for yourself. Make them phone calls and look for yourself, because they be running up the prices on you. You paying them something per day. You paying them for 7 days, and then the real situation be, and I'm not talking about like a paid service. I'm talking about like they telling you this is how much it costs, not telling you that they marked up the price and they pocketing the rest of the money. You telling somebody, okay, how much is it for gas? Gas costs 400 CDs, $400, 400 CDs, and then you find out for yourself gas is 60 CDs, 80 CDs. You know, it'd be tough like that. I need I'm getting carpentry work done. You know, when I buy the wood for myself, shout out to my guy Steve Coakley, he'll tell you that too. Steve Coakley Jr., he'll tell you that too. When you go and find out you buy the wood for yourself, you get it for a much better price, especially when you're a seasoned person here and you know how much stuff costs, and you start to learn and you really try to get like the real price, and you go different places and you really start figuring out, because if you have the carpenter get your wood or get your brick or get your stuff here, they mark those prices up. And after time, it gets significant. You might wind up paying double, triple, quadruple. When after I went through my divorce and the family courts and all that situation, I really started getting hands-on with my business today. I found out that my old head employee was scamming me so bad, and I didn't say nothing for a long time. I just learned, I just understood, and I just, backed off slowly. But he was scamming the hell out of me. And now that I'm out here now, I see these situations. I hear them from other expats. I see them for myself. It's like, all right, this person's telling me it costs this much. How much does it really cost? Like somebody was like, I'm an herbalist, I have medicine for you. They try to sell me one medicine for 600 CDs. I talked them down while I'm getting 2 for 300 CDs. I go to town, I find out it really costs 60, 70 CDs for 2. 30 CDs. He got me for 10 times the price. So always go see for yourself before you just start trusting people on their word, because it could be better prices, better locations, that if you go look around for yourself and you meet good people, it's a blessing. And you could take care of the people who've been good to you. I take care of the people who've been good to me, because I know how many people out here will try to get you for the extra money. And it may not be, it's not bad people, it's that you're a wealthy person and they want you to pay you wealthy prices. It is what it is. Number 4, you are who you are. Stop making excuses. You are who you are, and that could be good or bad. I have a YouTube video. Go check it out. I think it's a really good video. And it's who you are in America will be who you are in Africa. And I go on to quote, like Jay-Z, no matter where you go, you are who you are, player. Grant Cardone, no matter where you go, there you are. We have to continue to realize that we're not perfect people. We're not coming to Mother Africa and the stars is opening up and the sky is opening up and the sun is beaming on us and the ground shakes and everything. I have a spiritual story. I'm going to have to add that to story time with Rashad. I have a spiritual story that was an instant transformation. I didn't realize it for months and years. That's what happened. That was an instant transformation. These spiritual things happen, but you're not going to just be this out of control, anger driven person in America, and then 2 weeks into Ghana, you're gonna be peace the Buddha forever. Ain't never gonna have an attitude problem again. If you have an attitude in America, you're gonna have an attitude in Ghana. If you have an attitude in Accra, you try to change your location and move to Kumasi, you're gonna have an attitude in Kumasi. We need to look ourselves in the face and in the mirror. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his way. You need to look yourself in the mirror and say, yo, these are some of the things that I'm dealing with. Now let me work on myself. Let me always be in a state of constant improvement. A lot of people, we want to leave America from racism, but then once we leave America and we don't have to deal with the racism anymore, now we got to deal with our real stuff. And that's what I say, I feel myself healing, because I'm not being systematically victimized. I'm not being purposely held back. I'm not having to go through all the BS that you gotta go through being a black man in America, the harassment, the redlining, the prison industrial complex, all the booby traps. Now I'm just a man, so now I get to really see who I am. I'm really taking a real look in the mirror saying, all right, I was dealing with this in America, I'm still doing this. I remember I used to smoke marijuana, and I used to always say, like, yo, when I used to smoke, I used to always get on these 2K binges, and I used to always play 2K all night, and I would play 2K for days and weeks at a time. And I caught myself here for a week, playing my Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links sober, playing my games and putting in 3 and 4 hours on these games, these little phone games and all that stuff. Y'all probably play y'all Candy Crush. No, so it wasn't me getting high playing games like I used to when I used to smoke. It was, I really like video games. Okay, put the game down and make sure you do this. Put the game down, make sure you do that. Answer this text back. Talk more detail about this. Talk more detail about that. So we have to look ourselves in the mirror and say, okay, this is who we are. Is this good? Is this a good habit? Is this a bad habit? I'm an athlete. Because now y'all see my videos. Now I'm here. I'm working out every day. I've been working out every day since full time since November. I started in September. I worked out for a month. Then I took a month off, and I've been working out 5 to 6 days a week except September. I took a week off for New Year's when I went to Accra. Sometimes I take days off just to try to prevent myself from doing overexertion, excess, fatigue injuries and stuff like that, man. But like, that's what I do. Now I know I did karate. I'm a black belt in karate. I love basketball. I love sports. Now I'm in the gym. That's just what I do. That's part of me. I love learning. I love teaching. I love talking. So pretty much what I'm doing here is what I was doing in America. So you are who you are. So always keep that in mind. If you still find yourself in the constant bad issues, it's because of who you are. If you always find yourself in a constant good situation, you always find yourself being lucky, that's to who you are. So learn who you are. Then as you figure out who you are, and it really be magnified and really brought out to life, because all the external variants are gone, and it's really the spotlight, the focus is on you, it'll take you a long way. Number 5. The 10 Expat Commandments, commandment number 5. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say no. We have a habit out here. I used to have the habit. I'm being more smooth with it now. I'm learning how to be, soft no. No means no, but it's a soft no. It's a smooth no. We have a habit of always wanting to make an excuse or lie. Oh, I don't have any money right now. Oh, tomorrow. Oh, next time. Sometimes we gotta say no, thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. Oh, I gave you last time. Because what you find out is people are smiling in your face and they like you and they be cool, and then they ask you for something. You're like, oh, this is a cool person. Let me give. And then they ask you again. All right. Let me give. And then they ask you a third or fourth or fifth time, and then you say no, and then they fuck around and not talk to you no more, or the whole energy just change. You was a cool person, you was real nice, you was real smooth, you was real cool. You asked me for something, I said yes. You asked me for something, I said yes. You asked me for something, I said yes. And now the second time I say no, not even an excuse, not next time, no, like no. I gave you something last time, no. Now you don't even talk to me no more with attitude, not even out of embarrassment, but with attitude. And it happens a lot. It happens a lot. Learn to say no. Remember, put yourself first. Learn to say no. What was that book? The Art of Saying No? $1 American is $1 Ghana CD. Why? Because you got to put yourself first. You need your money too. You need to stretch your money too. You're not an ATM. You're not a bank account. You're not silly. You're not, whatever. Commandment number 6, never stop learning the culture. Always try to learn the language, always try to learn the traditions, always try to learn the differences between tribes. Anything you can learn, always be a student of the country and the regions that you're in. The more you learn about the tribe, the country people, the more that they respect you, the more that they embrace you. Whether you're meeting new people, whether you're learning this from older people, people that, when I say older people, meaning that people that you starting to get to know for some time. Like I've been staying in my region for about 7 months now. I've been in Ghana 1 year now. On my 1-day anniversary, a wine glass. I don't drink, but sometimes I keep it for guests. A wine glass fell out my refrigerator and broke, and I instantly knew it was like symbolism for good luck on the next phase of your journey. That you're gonna have good luck on the next phase of your journey. It was like spiritually, ceremoniously. You know, it was like breaking a bottle on the hull of a ship. It wasn't like breaking a mirror. I broke a mirror at my friend's house by accident, obviously. Right before a basketball game, the game I blew my knee out. And I always go back and I think about that. I was like, yo, I broke the mirror earlier that day. That's when the injury happened. Today, yesterday was my 1-year anniversary of living in Ghana. A bottle fell out of my refrigerator and it crashed on the ground. Anyway, but as I continue to be here, that was a little rant. As I continue to be here, I'm always learning more of the language. I'm always learning more of the tradition. I'm always learning more of the history. I'm always learning about the nuances within cultures. I'm always trying to visit a new region. I'm always trying to, because I don't know what's better out here for me. I don't know what key gesture, what key word is going to bring me favor. So I have certain things that I say in America that works for me. That's a blessing when I use these lines, when I use these slangs, when I use these whatever, and I need to learn how to translate them into these other languages to kind of convey that same appreciation or to desire that same favor, that same effect on people. Okay, so have a friend that I really want to teach you the language and understand what they say, but then understand what you want to convey. Because put yourself first, because a lot of times they kind of want to teach you to talk like them, but you need to be able to say, and this comes up more on a later commandment, but you want to be able to say what you want to say. You want to be able to say what you want to say. Just because they don't have that slang yet, slang in America, you can bring your slang to America here and just learn how to say it in that language and they'll receive it the same way. You know, you want to know their slang, but you also want to know words, power words, words that get you favor, things that you say that get you favor in America. You want to use those words here because you are who you are. So take what works for you in America and bring it here and learn how you can apply it properly here, unless it's something where it's just against the tradition and against the culture. So never stop learning the culture. Continue to see the regions. Continue to know the difference between the people. Because like, there's certain cultures. I like the men better in one culture than I do another culture, but then I like the women better in this culture better than I like the women in this culture. So once you start learning the tribes and the cultures and the people, you start to kind of learn like, okay, well, these group of people, I like them in this area. So I want to mess with them when I'm in, when I want to get this type of work done or when I want to do this. Or, okay, she's from this tribe. So for the most part, they're like this. He's from that tribe, so for the most part, they're like that. Okay, these group of people, and I'll talk about it in a different one, but these group of people, they're pretty upfront. They're going to try to rush you. They're going to try to, like, test you. You have to stand your ground and earn their respect. This other one, they're a little bit more timid. They're a little bit more timid, but they're sneaky. So you're going to have to just, like, watch yourself around them. Okay, this group of people, they're helpful. This group of people, they're polite. They're calm. So be calm. So you know me, I keep it raw. I keep it raw. Number 7, the 7 expat commandments. Number 7, Most countries, specifically Ghana and a lot of African countries, there's significantly more nationalism and patriotism in these countries than what you find in America, especially for Black Americans. Here in Ghana, before COVID, if the national soccer team is playing, the whole city stops. You get off of work early. People go to the mall just to watch the games and look through the televisions. Inside of like electronic stores. Electronic stores close their doors, but then leave the window open so people could watch the games, and it be dozens and dozens all through the country. You can't talk bad about the president unless it's like really for like political purposes. But even if they have something against the president and they're the other political party, you can't just outright disrespect the other president. The other party, because it's a respect here. It's a nationalism. It's a patriotism. America is so deeply, racism is so deeply and grounded in America that you couldn't even have a former president in Donald Trump who even tried to raise nationalism and patriotism, because him trying to really make America great again and building up America and having people more united. Yeah, you got to stand for the national anthem. Yeah, you got to you have to play the American national anthem everywhere and all this stuff. It's seen as racist. And it is, because America is so racist that, you have the Black American who's truly the most marginalized citizen in all the world in their home country. Citizens are more marginalized in America than in any country in the world. So we come from a country where we don't practice nationalism at all. We're a group of people, we don't practice nationalism at all. When's the last time you really seen, you may see it for fashion and clothing wise, but when did you really go to your Black American friend house, your American friend house, and you see an American flag? We're talking to Black people here. When do you really see like an American flag? Or somebody really talk about like, I'm American, USA, let's go. Yeah. You know what I mean? Coming out Hulk Hogan, I'm a real American. Living in America. You don't find that out here. So you have to understand that, but in these other countries and in Ghana, people are very nationalistic, people are very patriotic. With that being said, I went through all that. Sorry, I rambled a little bit. But with that being said, understand that you're American or you're from another country, especially if you're not, especially my expats who not Ghanaian by birth, Ghanaian parents. You're American. You live here, you're still American. You got your citizenship, you got your license, your work permit, your living permit, you got your extended visa. You're still American. And when push comes to shove, Ghanaians come first here. Ghanaians come first here. I had an issue when I had to take somebody to the police officer. They were totally wrong. I was totally right. And the officer kind of said to me, just cool out. You're one of us, but you're not one of us. We know what happened, but let us just... And pretty much it was, sorry what happened, but, we got to take care of our people. Understand, too, when you get into arguments, when you get into confrontations with Ghanaians out here, and other people involved, they're gonna say in their local language, I'm your brother, or he's foreigner, or I'm your brother, meaning like we're Ghanaians, we stick together, and that's part of how it is. Let me go on to commandment number 8: leverage being American. Play up your Americanism. I think I touched on it on Who Are You, Say You Are, and maybe even last one I might have touched on it anyway. But being American is your most blessing of being an expat. You got access to the American dollar. For most of you, even the worst educations are better than the average educations here. Even you making it to the continent says something about you. It brings some intriguing something about you. So play up being American. Like right now I got one of my Ghana tops on, but I used to wear a lot of African fabrics and stuff like that. We only do that in America, man. Like we always have like the shows and stuff in America where we talk about ancient African tradition, and they come in doing they don't really be doing it like that out here. They don't do it like that. That's tradition. That's old. So if you come out here and you really wearing African garb, Unless it's a funeral, web, they don't never do top and bottom. They don't really do top and bottom. Me, I do top and bottom with my shorts and stuff like that sometimes, my outfits, stuff like that, because I'm stylish. I'm a Harlem guy. I like to have style. So really, like this top and bottom, I would wear this home in America and just walk the street that day. People would be like, yo, that shit is fly. You got custom made clothes. If I came back home and I wore this outfit in America on a summer day, this is a short outfit. If I wore this on America summer day and I was walking around, I'd be getting outfits fly, the looks to be chosen like crazy. Play up being American. So when I finally say, okay, I don't want to wear traditional Ghanaian outfits all the time. If you look at a lot of my clothes from a lot of my news things, you see me in a lot of traditional outfits. When I started going to the malls and I started going to the markets and I said, okay, I will buy this if I was home. I will buy this if I was home. I like this shirt. I like these jeans. I like these sneakers. I like this. I like that. I like this jewelry. I like that jewelry. And I started dressing American again. It was like I'm on a full-time. I live here and I'm American me. Like I said, go back to I said learn the tradition, cultures, history, language. I speak a decent amount of Tree and Fanti. I'm learning more of the other languages, but the fact that I'm still American now, I'm going back to playing up my Americanness. So I know I get favor. There's the good and the bad. I always talking about getting, people asking you for money or people asking to get bribed or making things hard on you because they think you're gonna give them money. Like I didn't have this in America. I did this out here. My little eyebrow clippings. But you play up the fact like, yeah, I do got a little bit more money. You want to work for me? Oh yeah, I am American. Give me some favor. Like, let me skip the line. Let me get access to this person that nobody will really get access to. I don't know how that's going to be with coronavirus now. And the stereotypes of Americans coming to Ghana with coronavirus, but you get access. You get to walk into buildings. You get man, listen. So leverage being American. Number 9. Just because somebody is from America like you, just because somebody's an expat like you, doesn't mean that you're going to automatically get along or you should even trust that person. I hear a lot of stories here. I have personal stories here, and I hear about other stories from people all around the continent in different expat communities. Expats here fight too. Americans here get into issues with Americans too. Just like I said, you are who you are. Go check out my YouTube video, who you are in America, who you are in Ghana. There's people in America out here being shady too. It's people to other Americans. It's people out here scamming other Americans too. It's people out here, having bad attitudes. It's people out here, other Americans sleeping with other Americans' girlfriends. Female Americans sleeping with other female Americans, Ghanaians. You know what I mean? Like, there's confusion, there's bickering, there's arguing amongst the expats out here too. So just because don't fall for the traps of just because you find a community that everything's gonna be issue free and y'all all in it together. Whether it's a brotherhood, sisterhood, or community, these are all issues we're gonna have together, and we all living here, and we all we all building. We all have a goal. We all have a calling, and and it's a lot of love there, and we're all not perfect people. We're all not perfect people. It's about being out here and really like living your best life, being enjoyable and working on yourself and really purifying yourself and really finding out who you are and creating who you are. Which goes into number 10, which I feel is the most important commandment. Life here is what you make it. Life is what you make it. You can have any life you want. You looking for your African queen? Come out here, find a girl, and create her as a queen. Use your. Oh, I know it's a whole bunch of people like, really? I could come out here and make. No, don't do it to yourself. When I say come out here and make somebody your queen, like find a woman with the right qualities. That comes with knowing yourself. That comes with being the most complete man that you can be. Ladies out here, you want to find your African king? You might have to come out here and be the financial provider, but that doesn't mean that you can't find a hardworking, truthful man out here who's gonna handle it down. It just be your duty to bring in the initial finances to give him something to do to build the dream for all of you. And I got more videos about this. I think I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with using that excuse, but life is what you make it here. You want a nice place? Take your time and find the right place for you. Take your time and find the right place for you. Find your home, find your castle, find your mansion, find your domain. Take your time and travel and visit the country to find the piece of land that you really want. Whether you want to see over a lake, whether you see over the river, whether you want to be in the mountains, whether you want fertile land so you can just do farming. I always talk about the water because I'm a water person. But that don't mean maybe you're a mountain man and you want to just look over the cliffs. A mountain woman, you just want to look over the cliffs and see mountains for as far as your eyes can see. Because you're air, you love the fresh air in the mountains. Life is what you make it here. Get the car that you want. Get the spouse and the life partner that you want. If you want to be single for life, be single for life. Take your time and do it right. Remember, put yourself first. That's the first commandment. These commandments are not really the only ones that I really say that you could, if you know how like the Hebrew Bible or the Christian Bible say, you know, you could use the Hebrew Bible. These two are the most important. I would say the two most important is put yourself first, number 1, and number 10. Life is what you make it. Life is what you make it. You know, life is what you make it here. Create your own life. Find your life, but also create your own life. What do you want to do? How do you want to be? What is your new persona? You don't like how you was out there? Are you going to put the work in, whether it's reading books, going to counseling, listening to seminars, taking a long look in the mirror, trial and error, not being down on yourself when you fall back into your old ways, but just being able to identify and moving forward and be able to create the kind of lifestyle and the kind of person you want to be? It's possible. It's easy. I'm saying it's easy. I always say going to the gym is easy. The only problem is it's easier to sit on the couch and watch television. It's easy to listen to an audio book while you clean your house, while you go to the gym, while you look off at the beach and learn those life skills. It's easier to make a mistake and say to yourself, okay. I mean, it's easy to make a mistake and say, okay, I was wrong. Next time, let me do better. Or finding the resources is just easier to not do it. Find a way to make it happen. Anyway, y'all, those are the 10 expat commandments. I pray that it's been a blessing on your life. Please share this video, turn on your notifications, like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Rashad_McCrorey, Clubhouse, follow me, Rashad McCrorey. Hit up the Cash App. My Cash App is $2black2strong, TOO black, TOO strong. Share the YouTube, 2black2strong, 123. But hit up the Cash App, 2black2strong, TOO black, TOO strong. Make sure you subscribe. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I think when I started this video, I was at 570. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once I get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, I get the monetization money. I already told you on some of my other videos, get that, you know, keep your American income, value your American income. Leverage being American. Remember number 9, leverage being American. That a part of that is leveraging your American dollar. That's a bonus. Part of leveraging being American, leverage your American dollar. Don't pray, I hope Babylon fall and American dollar crash. Unless you got money in crypto and you want it for that reason, leverage being American. Love you all. Take care. Life is what you make it. Put yourself first. Peace. Mwah.